So in this video, we're going to make over this 3/4 bed. It's definitely old and it's got like some texture to it already, which I like because that will add, when we add the paint, it'll just make it that much nicer. So we're going to start with Pedal Pusher. It's a pretty blue, and I always say it's not used enough, but it really is this pale kind of blue. It just makes everything so pretty. So we're going to do a coat of that. Next, I'm going to add one of the Bohemian Brights from the Debbie's Design Diary paint line. These, they come in 4 ounces. There's several different colors, and this is one of the blues that's in that collection. I just want to add some dimension to this headboard. I don't want it to be one flat color, and so I'm just going to add a little bit of that here and there. Next, we're going to do the other side of the headboard, and then we're going to add the inlay paper to the bed to just give it that pretty pattern that we're looking for. So the first thing you need to do is apply paint, because remember, the inlays work on wet paint. So here I'm going to add a little bit of the white. It's all just kind of scattered. It's not, this will all get fine-tuned in the end. But once the paint is down, you're going to grab your inlay, whatever pattern you choose, and there are several, and you're going to place it pretty side down. That is, the print is going to go smack onto that wet paint. You're going to smooth it down, and then you're going to spritz it and gently pat it, because that is what's going to make the ink come off the paper and transfer onto your project. The next thing we're going to do is add this WoodUBend angel, and this is literally wood that you do bend. The way to make it bend is to heat it up with a heat gun, and then it makes it bendy. And once we get that heated up so that it bends, it's going to be so easy to glue this onto the bed, on the headboard. And we're going to use wood glue for that. So you're going to get that heat gun nice and hot, and you're going to heat this little angel up until it's ready to fly right onto the headboard. Now the fun part starts. This is where we're going to paint the angel, and I also added a little bit of roses WoodUBend above the angel's head. And I'm just going to play with color. I'm going to use my whites, my blues. I'm going to use whatever I have near me to paint. And this is where you get to have fun too if you're doing something like this. You don't have to follow any rules. Just do what you feel is right for your project when you're doing these. You just gotta kind of let the piece talk to you. So, okay, here we go. Okay, so after all of that, I realized that I had my angel on the wrong side of the headboard. So I had to take the angel off, and the roses that were above his head also. So to do that, I used a putty knife. It wasn't hard. You just slide that underneath and gently try to pull that off, which worked. And then I had to just kind of sand where the angel was to make sure I got all of that glue off, and then just repaint it a little bit. And so that was not a big deal, but yeah, had to start over. So I distressed the bed a little bit with one of those sanding sponges because I did want the wood to come through. I wanted this to look like an old vintage royal-like angelic bed. And once I did the sanding, I got busy to gluing that angel back on, and this time I laid the headboard down so it'd be easier to work with. Okay, so now it's time to seal the bed. I used white wax and clear wax, and I wanted to use dark and decrepit patina. As you can see, I spilled most of it on the bed, but I made the best of it and just spread it and made it look like, just put it in the nooks and crannies of the bed to give it that kind of like worn look. My last step after putting on the wax and the dark and decrepit patina was to use some gold wax on the angel, the wings and the flowers, the roses above his head, and in some areas of the legs. It just gave it, I don't know, that just magical look, I think. So the bed is fully done and it is completed, and we've come to the end of this video. But for more videos like this one, please follow, subscribe, hit that notification button, all of the things, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.